Greetings, all you maniacs of minds and crimes, and today in Warframe, we're going to be looking at a weapon that I feel goes unnoticed and is way, way underrated. The Quartakk. Ever heard of it? No? Well, I'm not surprised if you've never heard of this thing, but this thing is an absolute monster. So, this is my build. Don't have Prime Shred? Forget about it. But anyway, this is a 2-forma build. You can actually get away with only 1 or no forma because it comes with 2 V polarities, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, why do I have Hammer Shot and not Vital Sense? The difference is so minute, you might as well just have more status chance because this is more of a status weapon at the end of the day. Now, the base stats are... Hold on. These are the base stats. And yeah, there's the modded stuff. So here is the build, and we are going to be shooting Corrupted Heavy Gunners level 120 and also level 80. So before I actually start, it is to note that this is a burst rifle. And it is really accurate when you are zoomed in, but without the zoom, it's more like a shotgun. Now, it also is to note that it fires all of its bullets at the exact same time. People are probably like, oh, fuck. Does that mean I need true 100% status? Nope, because this does not count as a shotgun. It counts as a rifle. So the status chance is not divided among the bullets. DE, can shotguns be like this for fuck's sake? I love my Bore Prime to death, but I want to get rid of that blast without a riven. God fucking damn it, DE. Do something right for a change. Anyway. Oh my god, but you're losing damage because you have how is Shred a bad thing? I don't care that I'm losing a bit of damage. I'm hitting everyone else. But as you can see, does this thing give a fuck about high-level targets? No, it doesn't. This thing doesn't care. Quartakk don't care. Also, this thing sounds extremely nice. That zoom might annoy some people, and I can understand. But this thing is basically the Grenier's battle rifle. Sort of like a more along the lines of a DMR. A marksman rifle. That's what it stands for, designated marksman rifle, if you're not a nerd like me. Anyway, this weapon's fantastic. Now, what about a viral setup? Now, this is my viral setup. Where's Hunter Munitions? It don't matter on the Quartakk because this thing slashes out of the fucking... This thing slashes so goddamn much that who cares? Now, it is to note, if you have the room for it, which I doubt, you can put on Fanged Fusillade and get some more slashes. You could put another forma and replace Vigilante Armaments for Fanged Fusillade just for this, but reducing the multi-shot will also be reducing your damage and also reducing your crit chance as well. Multi-shot works like this. Every single bullet you fire has a chance to crit and apply a status. With all this multi-shot, I am guaranteed 2 bullets with a 50% chance of a third. So, it works out like that. Now, how does a viral build work on the Quartakk? I'd say it's okay. It's definitely nowhere near as efficient, but there are a hell of a lot of bleeds. Now, you could say, well, why don't you just drop Hammer Shot for Vital Sense, so that way, when you get slashes, they're bigger. I will do that. But first, as you can see, it works okay. I would call this okay. If you're going against Corpus, well, typically you would want to build gas against them, but if you want to use Viral against the Corpus with the Quartakk, yeah, you're just going to shred them. But I mean, the Corpus are weaklings anyway, so use whatever you want against them. Anyway, so what if we just take off Hammer Shot and instead put Vital Sense? Now, I do lose a bit of status, which is a bit of an annoyance, but I do have a higher crit multi. Does that make that much of a difference? And also, don't worry, Baruch has absolutely nothing that's going to be skewing this. I don't even have corrosive projection. So, with the higher crit multi, yes, they are stronger, but it's kind of a, you know, pick your poison. I won't be getting as many slashes here. But again, if you get rid of something and then you put on Fanged Fusillade, which I will also do, it can work a lot better. So let's go ahead and put on Fanged Fusillade. Is it going to bleed out before the viral runs out? Ow. Yeah, that's the problem with viral. Corrosive has that awesomeness that it doesn't, you know, slip out targets. So what can I get rid of? Well, I can get rid of Prime Shred, regrettably. Anyway, let's put on that, and then put on Fang Fusillade. So, now my slash is way higher than everything else. Way higher. So, does this mean that it's going to work better? Well, yes, it does. But, as you can see, you are losing punch through, and you are also losing rate of fire. But if you're comfortable with this, and also if you have arcane acceleration, that's completely fine. If you want to build it like this, if you want to build a Quartakk into a designated slasher, go ahead. Also, you can, in fact, use bladed rounds and Argon Scope. And forget about Hunter Munitions, because Hunter Munitions is not worth it. It's always worth it to have more multi-shot. So you see that this weapon, whatever you build it for, it performs very, very nicely. Again, these are really high-level targets with a shit ton of health and armor. Against any sort of normal content, a build like this is not going to actually perform better than a corrosive build. And also, this is not perform better than a corrosive build. It might look a bit more impressive, but in actuality, corrosive almost all the time just normally does way better than viral. But I do have this viral build in my back pocket for corpus sorties and things like that, because I do like gas, but gas has a bit of a problem, namely robotics. Anyway, so let's take the corrosive build against enemies that you might actually see in game. It might sound crazy, but you actually might see level 80s, especially if you do sorties. This is like sortie level 3. And if you do a sortie survival level 3 in the void, you're definitely seeing these guys. So, yeah. Also, it is to note that Wukong's clone is sort of aimbody as hell with this rifle, so it's a very good weapon to give him. He will literally on Cetus and Fortune and Orbalis will just aimbot AA gun the dropships out of the sky. So for laughs and giggles, let's go ahead and pull out Mirage. Mirage, where the fuck she go? There she is. So this is Mirage's buffs. Arcane Precision is not going to help me here. Arcane Momentum is not going to help me here. Corrosive Projection will help. You are definitely going to probably see some with Corrosive Projection, so it's fine. I know my freaking Mirage build looks trash, and to some people it is, because I only have 390% damage on my Eclipse. Oh no, that's weak. And also, they are getting... There's no such thing as a damage bonus for weapons in the Simulacrum. Only melee weapons get a damage bonus. So, there you go. So, as you can see, why is the Quartakk not used? Like, I legitimately don't understand why the Quartakk is not used. Just do this. I don't understand it. because this thing is amazing. I'm just doing this to show it with Wukong's clone. Wukong's clone also, well, Celestial Twin, gets double damage. So, yeah, he's pretty damn accurate with that thing. But as you can see, I don't get it why this thing is underrated. I don't understand why people don't use the Quartakk. Is it, you know, because it's a burst rifle? Is it because it's not the most appealing looking thing? Is it because it's from the Ghoul event? Probably that. Anyway, I'd show you the blueprint on what you need, but I can't in the simulacrum. So real quick, I'm going to have to head back to my orbiter and show you what you need to make this thing. So, this is what you need to build the Quartakk. You need 75 Grok Drool, which you'll find out in Cetus, in containers, and 15 ferrous steel alloy. Now, ferrous steel alloy can be a bit of an annoyance to get because you need to be a certain rank in the Ostrong. I know, you have to grind a little bit to get to it, but you can mine ferrous steel pretty goddamn reliably. It's not too uncommon. Neural sensors, you can farm them from the Gas City if you need to. You only need 5 of them, so that's fine. And then salvages everywhere. So the gist of this weapon is it's ever so slightly expensive. It's only because of the ferrous steel alloy. If that was just, you know, anything else, then it would be a lot better. And you get this weapon from the Ghoul event that comes around every now and then, and well, basically all the time. So if you want this weapon, do bounties. You'll also get this, and you will also get the Ordis. Shut your mouth. You also get access to the stubba. I haven't really used the stubba much other than the MR out of it, so I can't tell you anything about it. Oh, look, I got this garbage. Yes, even the Mardetron version's garbage. It's not good with mag. Shut up. I'm not going to replace it for my Tomb Finger. Anyway, the Quartakk. It is an absolutely fantastic rifle. So, 10 out of 10 would recommend the Quartakk. Rivens. If you want a Riven for it, I would suggest crit chance over everything. Maybe minus impact if you want, or just plus slash would be fine. Yes, that's a thing in the game now. Cats, the Kavats will beat the crap out of beach balls. Anyway, I recommend this weapon so much. And it's so sad that it is extremely underrated and people don't use it. Now, when we get a Quartakk Wraith, I am afraid because I have a feeling that Quartakk Wraith would probably be one of the strongest, not just burst rifles, but rifles in the game. I know there's the Tiburon Prime, and everyone's like screaming at me that the Tiburon Prime is like the most OP thing in existence. It's only really because of Riven disposition, right? I don't really know anything about the Tiburon. Oh, that's broken. Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, in Trilby, we trust.